My name is Kevin Chiboyim, like I've been introduced, mostly known as Eze MMUO Blockchain. Um, I'm the co-founder of Blockchain UNN, that is Blockchain University of Nigeria, one of Africa's biggest university blockchain clubs. I lead GIDA and IT Enugu as well. I'm the co-country lead of Avalanche in the whole of Nigeria, and it's a pleasure to be here. They spoke about mentorship and money. And I want to talk about how Web3 and blockchain actually makes this easier, and we can help have more startups growing and scaling over here in the Southeast. Now, the Web3 ecosystem, as I assume that some of us know about, is one that is very disruptive. And talking about startup, the Web3 ecosystem actually supports startup a whole lot with a lot of funding opportunities. One of the keynote speakers and panelists was talking about incubation programs as one thing that could actually help us a whole lot in this ecosystem have more startups, and I fully support that. And I'd like to call your attention to the fact that we have a lot of incubation programs within the Web3 industry. If you are building a startup and you are seeking funding, when I talk about funding, I'm talking about grants, not investments. Grants are different from investment opportunities. Within the Web3 ecosystem, there are a lot of funding opportunities like this for you if you are building a unique solution. I say this confidently because I've helped a couple of people secure access to these fundings. Case study is the company I work for, Avalanche. We give soft grants to startups. Barely 3 weeks ago, we gave out $5,000 to some people who were building stuff. And about last year, I helped a particular startup access $500,000. This is a startup that is somebody from within this region built. They got $500,000 from the company. This is a grant. So the Web3 ecosystem actually has a lot of funding opportunities like this, and you should look towards it if you are building something that could have any application of the blockchain and Web3 into it. We have a lot of incubation programs, a lot of accelerator programs too, that don't just give you money and let you figure out what to do with it, but actually train you on how you can access these things. I also want to talk about the other thing one of the panelists said as well. He spoke about the fact that VCs may or may not work, and I totally agree with that. This is why I feel that since the Web3 ecosystem offers a lot of funding opportunities beyond grants and investments, you have what we call hackathons, right? And these are sure that they always happen within the ecosystem. You always have hackathons happening. So I feel if any one of you is actually building anything, you should try out hackathons because there are a lot of funding opportunities. Typical hackathons have from $5,000 to $10,000 bounties given to you as grants that can take your project to the next level. And we've been creating this a lot in the Southeast actually. I started my entire experience in the Web3 thing in 2018, and since then it's been a journey of bringing in more people because I came into the ecosystem, made some money, got access to some opportunities, and thought about how can we do that to bring more people over here in the Southeast into the ecosystem. I'm actually from Anambra State, but I stay in Enugu most of the time when I'm in the country. I mostly live in Enugu, and I used to be a student of University of Nigeria and Nsukka. It's the drive to actually bring more people to funding opportunities like this that made me start Blockchain UNN. That's a blockchain club and that school, and we've connected a lot of students to funding opportunities. There's a guy right now that has gotten $50,000, a student. He's still in second year if I'm not mistaken, but he has access to that opportunity. So I feel we have to create these avenues ourselves. So if you're a local within this region, you should be thinking about not just getting access to these things, but creating the path. Because one thing that this makes happen, one thing that it creates like a ripple effect is that within that ecosystem, there is growth. What do I mean? I'd use real life example. I'd use Nsukka as case study. Whilst in the past, people finish up from school, they leave the environment. but the fact that they have access to investment, funding, opportunities like that, they stay after they are done. And that is how resources keep growing within that region. So I feel we can actually do a lot more beyond just building businesses that are off-chain, that is traditional businesses. You should actually pay attention to the blockchain ecosystem. If you're ever interested in opportunities like this, like if you have a Web3 product you want to build, or you've built something and you're actually looking for opportunities, I could actually connect you to a couple of people and places where you can access mentorship, training, incubation, acceleration, and funding, all for free. Thank you very much.